guys, welcome back, and it's me, your boy Charles again. So last week we talked about shit you got to do like as a man and all this thing, how you have to grow and build on yourself and everything. I was that last 2 weeks. So I'm here to talk about how it's going so far for me. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so have any of you ever heard of the smart kid syndrome? Right? I call it the smart kid syndrome though, but it's psychologically it's a thing. It's not called the smart kid syndrome, but it's a thing. So what happens, right? If you were a smart kid, right, when you were small, you were actually smart. So you get A's without trying. You get ahead of your friends who read day and night, and you just read for a few hours, and you beat them. Sometimes you don't even read just from what you said in class. You keep on winning, so you keep on getting praise constantly from your teachers, your parents, your peers. And then those praise, even though it might feel like a good thing when you are young, it actually start building up into something bad. I'll explain it shortly. So now listen, all those things that you actually did achieve, right, you technically didn't have to work for them. You were just smart, like you were just gifted in a way. So now you start building your identity around you being smart. So now as you grow up, what you start thinking about yourself is, I don't have to work hard for things to come to me. You get, I'm smart, I can do things easily, and all those kind of toxic identity. And then what now happens, right, is what now happens is when you do grow up, as you start becoming an adult, of course that kind of mentality doesn't work forever, right? So as you start becoming an adult, you start finding some things hard to do, and now you start segregating yourself away from them, right? So let's say you found something that is going to be very beneficial, maybe some kind of work that you need to do, but it's not any hard, you stop doing it. Why? Because it is not because you can't do it, you can, you are very capable, but because it's going against your identity and you are feeling hurt emotionally, and you can't even explain it. You just start segregating yourself or separating yourself from things you can't do off the bat, and stick to what you're good at. And then when it actually becomes worse is when socializing is one of these things. So instead of going out and getting social, getting to those awkward moments, that you can't tell what's going to go on, because that's what socializing is kind of all about. But since you are the smart kid, you're supposed to be in control, you're supposed to be that guy, you don't do that. You don't do that. You can't be that vulnerable. No, 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 no. It's supposed to come to you. So because of that, you begin now to stop socializing, because it has to be something you are good at. But then you are a smart kid. What has worked for you? Being smart. So when you see that you are bad at socializing, and biologically is in our nature to crave connection, you begin to crave connection. And what do you do about that? Well, you begin to socialize, but not by being present, not by sharing emotions, not by being vulnerable. No, no, that's for the weaker kids, right? You do this by trying to figure out your way around these things, trying to master responses, how people react to things, all these things, and then you actually do get a bit further with that. It's called cognitive empathy. So you do go a bit further with that, right? But then even that has its own limits. So you start feeling exhausted, because every conversation now feels like you trying to be something you're not, or you trying to put down the perfect script. It just feels scripted, unreal. So even though you can talk around, you can go around, you can be charismatic, you can be friendly, you can be all that, but it's not going to feel like you. It's going to feel scripted, and you won't still feel emotionally connected. So you're going to be very, very social person that still is emotionally disconnected from everybody, and you feel that, and other people will feel that, and you can feel this segregation building around you. And that's the smart kid syndrome. And then what do you do when this happens? You put on your final word of defense. You are smart. They are not like you. You're not like anybody else. So you put that and be like, I can't relate to people because I'm not like them. I'm born gifted. It's your burden. Your burden is your gift. That type shit. That's the final word of defense you put. And the more you move into this mentality, the harder it is for you to get out. You get. So now what should you do as a smart kid? I don't know if any of you does resonate with this whole thing I just explained is what I've been going through now for the past few weeks. I actually just came across it and I had no idea. I was so like mine was I was so emotionally empty. Like I could not feel shit. I don't know. Last time I missed somebody, like genuinely missed somebody, I think it's like 7 years ago or something like that. Yeah, 7 years ago. Even when my favorite uncle died, I didn't even share it here. Like, tell you, I was very emotionally closed off, and this wasn't just for me being smart, but also other traumas I probably experienced as a kid by opening up to people about my this thing, and then getting talked down on, and getting criticized, all that type of shit. So your environment does play a big role, but then when you couple that with you being smart, obviously you won't be like, I can't be treated like this. I'm smart. You put yourself on that pedestal. This is what I did without even knowing. So I basically just turned off all my emotions, and it was going well for a while because obviously that's what it was for. But now I'm at university. I barely connect to people. I've got like 5 people in my life, I think. Right? I do have friends, so but people that I connect with on a deep level, I can actually talk to. They're like 5. I can't even express myself properly because I myself don't even know what I'm feeling. All my bottled up emotions since I was young just start popping out. I can't do a lot of things. Sorry about that. And then one of the biggest things was I wanted a girlfriend, but then it's like I can't feel love anymore. I can feel it, but I can't express it, and it's just shallow and weird. The only reason I even know why it is love is probably because I've experienced it before. But now all these emotions start just coming out, and what do I do with them? How do I didn't know, man. I just started feeling depressed, started feeling lost. I didn't know who I was anymore. I wasn't the smart kid. I wasn't, man. So I had to do some research, and that's when I found out that I was actually suffering from this smart kid syndrome of a teen. So how do I cure it? What was I told to do? How do I stop building my identity around something being smart? Around being smart instead, how do I try to cope? How do I try to communicate with people? Well, you want to know what I did? Well, what I was told to do was to just be present. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. You just start being present in people's lives, start showing up. You're not going to be perfect, but then that's the thing. You're not perfect, you are human. I hope that one sank in right there. So just start showing up, start meeting people, start talking, start opening up to not to everybody. You don't just open up to everybody you meet, but people you feel like you can, that they deserve to know, or they can actually help you. You can also get therapy though, but I'm black, so I'm not doing that shit anyway. So you get my point of view, right? It's crazy and it's nice, but that's what I'm going through right now. I actually start feeling some of my emotions, and it got to a week that I was actually just completely pissed off at everything. I don't even know why, but it was progress in a way because I don't remember the last time I felt genuine anger. All my angers are kind of unscripted at some points because in my head, when when I had that mentality, nothing is good enough to make me angry. Literally, that is how it was, and it should be kind of be like that. But you're supposed to be able to control it, not that you can't feel it at all, or it's being completely suppressed. Hope you guys can understand me. This is me venting again, telling you my experiences, and I hope some of you can relate. The smart kid syndrome is really something that is kind of easy for gifted kids, or maybe not gifted per se. Well, you're technically gifted, but let's use the word smart kid for us to fall into. I hope if any of you are my homies, any of you guys watching me feel this way, I hope you found something in this video that can help you grow, that can help you learn. Just remember, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be everything. You can be tired. Maybe you have a journey, something you want to achieve, and you are feeling down and you don't even understand why, you understand what, and maybe this video kind of explained a bit of it to you. Just understand that all you are is you are just tired on the road, or you just need to sort out something, or you need to explore something new to continue, and it's completely fine. It's completely okay. I'm here for you. We're here for you. I'm sorry about the video being completely dark. I'm literally just coming back from reading, and I just felt like I need to say this. As usual, these videos are not scripted, just me talking and hoping someone listens. Not the whole world, one or two. I don't actually expect you to go viral because there's no way videos like this is going viral. Love you all. and see you next time.